past 6 to 8 months have been challenging for many companies in our industry, and it's fair to say the uncertainty surrounding COVID wasn't lost on our team here at Grover Gaming. But our owner, our executive team, they were prepared for the challenges we would face, and we faced them head on. We are still a young company, born out of a one-man pull-tab gaming route in eastern North Carolina that's less than 20 years old. Since then, our owner, Garrett Blackwelder, has built a team of over 210 humble and passionate people across 9 states that's helped raise nearly $200 million for our charitable partners. This is all a testament to Grover Gaming's mission, vision, and values. Those values, passion, adaptability, reliability, teamwork, that's what's carried us through these past few months. From a development, service, operation, sales perspective, every aspect of our business has been impacted, and every aspect has come through much, much stronger.
Well, our team struggled a lot at the beginning of working remotely. We were so used to collaborating and working really closely with each other and drawing things on pieces of paper that it was difficult for everyone to be apart. But taking advantage of a lot of video conference tools, we were able to kind of create a workflow where we just left our cameras on and simulated that environment of working together, being able to talk together as we worked. Even sharing stories, making it feel like we're all right there, and taking advantage of things as well, being able to draw on the screen when we shared each other's work. So we had to kind of discover a lot of new ways to do some of the things that we did naturally together in the office.
It was a little difficult to navigate at first. It all kind of came by storm for the whole country, and we deal with a lot of regulated markets, which every day how we have to navigate who can be open or can't be open, and the processes that they have to take to get back open change frequently, and so it was difficult to navigate, but those were more or less the problems. How do we shut them all down? What is the process for getting them back up and running, and just navigating that every step of the way. We were in touch with state regulators all throughout the pandemic, trying to understand who can be open, who can't be open, and what the processes that we needed to follow were.
What I learned about my team during the COVID pandemic was how adaptable they are. I've always known that they work very hard and they do extremely well under pressure, but this really pushed the adaptability of our team. And here we had technicians who are used to working in the field, and we're on Zoom calls and we're asking them to help with documentation, and they really stepped up. And it was obvious that we're all excited that we work for a company that allows us to still work during this type of situation.
So the Grover operations team during the pandemic, we had a lot of challenges ahead of us. As a core team, we had the undue stress, obviously, of being able to take care of our customer base and our clients that are in the field and have those devices that are continuing to run and need that support, and also those new customers that want new devices deployed into the field, while also manage the expectations of a really uncertain workforce as we tried to deal with, what would be a stressful moment for a lot of organizations as we looked at what is next, what will be the next steps in being able to take care of all of the situation internally, to take care of our employees, making them feel safe when they come in the door, making them feel safe as they transition into this new world that we see with the pandemic, and taking care of those customers. We learned a lot during the pandemic of not just how to have an effective team, but to really what we're made of. Really what our team is all about, and that we truly were living our core values and stepping up for our customers while also taking care of our company. Your supply chain and your vendor partnerships are some of the most important components of any operational team. If you don't have that supply chain, you're not able to provide to your customers what you've promised that you can. And during a pandemic and those uncertain times, that becomes an even more of a potential problem. And I gotta say, our vendors, the partnerships that we have, it truly was a dynamic partnership. And we all rose to the same occasion to say, we're gonna share people, we're gonna share resources, and we're gonna share the support that is necessary to ensure that that supply chain is not only not affected, but it is strengthened, and as we come out of the pandemic, an even better supply chain and vendor relationship. being able to take advantage of some of the slower period of time there with the pandemic, we were able to really go back and reevaluate our systems, our processes, and really redefine how we move forward as an organization to better take care of our customers and to better take care of our employees as well. So it really gave us the ability in our very fast-paced environment to take a deep breath, look at the way things that we do, refine them and make them better, so as we come out of the pandemic, we're not just going back to the way things were, but we're coming at it from a much better perspective and a much stronger team.
There is nothing that's more important. Our customers are our livelihood, they're our boss, they're our partners. You know, all of our personnel, our teams are coached to think of our customer as, you know, that's our boss, that's who pays our bills, that's who our partnership is with, and there is really nothing more important in terms of Grover relationships with our customer base. So customer needs were somewhat minimal during the pandemic because most of our locations were closed. At some point in time, all of our markets were closed. But one thing that we did do during that time frame was several of our customers did some renovations, or like some spring cleaning, or it might have been painting, or it might have been gardening. So several of our salespeople, specifically in Virginia, and account managers would roll up their sleeves, go and paint. They helped some locations with some deep, extensive cleaning. One location we did some gardening. And so really we challenged our teams to think outside of the normal scope of what a business week or day might look like, and just really dig in and help our customers with whatever that might be. Our customers, I think, have done an awesome job adjusting to the new normal. It was a little touch and go at first with how they and we would operate together, but you know, we put in place cleaning protocols specific to our product. We put in place plexi screening that separated players from any sort of player-to-player contact. While there was no expense for the location in regard to the cleaning protocols and the plexi dividers, they have embraced them. They've implemented our procedures and best practices that we've helped them put in place, and really they haven't missed a beat in regard to quote-unquote the new normal. In terms of growth, we kept our entire sales team and account managers and staff in all markets in place, compensated throughout the entire pandemic, and we actually have continued to hire. We've had several interviews, phone interviews, Zoom interviews, and now back to in-person interviews for positions that we were looking to fill. So yes.
With the challenges of 2020, we've also had some celebrations. We've surpassed milestones for devices in the field, monies raised for charity, and we were recently recognized as one of Inc. magazine's fastest growing companies. As 2020 winds down and we figure out this new normal, we're excited for the future of Grover Gaming, as well as the industry as a whole. Like so many others, we've learned what we're capable of doing when faced with challenges, and we look forward to continued growth this year, next year, and well beyond.